Okay, today on Cabal Cast, we're going to be back in HavanaClub III Kane, so I had to do a Christmas holiday VOD. So this is a 4v4, and before I get into this game, when I said that I won't be casting 4v4, that's 100% a lie. I will only cast a couple of 4v4, 3v3 games because I know how popular it is in game, but not popular to cast. So I'm only going to do just maybe one or two of these VODs, and then it'll just be like 2v2 or 1v1s because that's probably the more popular games to cast. So anyway, we got this game here. So it's going to be Sweet Cheeks playing as Zocom, and Sweet Cheeks is jDubs. He's going to be teaming with YourHorse playing as the pink Zocom. How do you pronounce this? Maciuszek? No, there's no R. Maciuszek. Jesus Christ, you guys have such weird names. So yeah, Maciuszek playing as GDI, and a Monopoly-of-One, which is next online, playing as GDI. So it's going to be like an all GDI faction team versus Team 1. We have Gutty, and his teammates are HavanaClubCola Club, CallmehHawkE, and my old buddy RefreshCon. So they're all going to be playing on Team 1. I got my cheat sheet ready, so let's go on Tiberium Gardens version 8, I think. This map is so weird. Okay, so let's start here. So this is Cyan. This is Monopoly-of-One. He's playing as the Cyan GDI forces. Next to him is Pink. This is YourHorse. He's playing like a GDI faction. He's pro-com. Up here is Purple. This is HavanaClubCola. He's playing as a Nod faction. This is Gutty. This is Red. He's playing as the Red Nod. Yellow. This is RefreshCon. He's playing as Scrin. Blue, this is CallmehHawkE. He's going for some fast league disintegrator squads. He's Traveler 59. This is orange. This is Maciuszek. So I think I'll just call him Zeke just for short because I don't want to say his whole name. And green, this is jDubs playing as Zocom. So this map here, you have 3 green Tiberium fields and a blue Tib field. So you can basically just spam and turtle in your base for such a long time. A couple of skirmishes across the map. Yellow here. The yellow player, Marcus, is going to be, or Zeke's going to be getting a foxhole to this damaged tip spike. Are these tip spikes all damaged, or is it just me? No, there's a couple of damaged tip spikes here, so that's going to be very odd. So I guess the person who made this map is pretty cool for this tip spike here. So this foxhole is in the wrong location for jDubs' engineer to go capture that tip spike, and there's going to be like random location all across the map. Another tip spike here. Looks like there's a lot of Refman squads here from jDubs. I know that I'm just making that up. So jDubs is on a team. Let me just check. Let me check something here. So jDubs, YourHorse. So okay, it's the jDubs, YourHorse. Okay, so it's these 4 versus these 4. I'm doing pretty good. Okay, so fast legs is going to be going here for a blue side player, and Hockey, and there's this little bit of foxhole here, so I guess he was trying to try that foxhole. Scouting information going in for all these players, and everybody's getting some blue tib, everybody's getting some tib of their own. Pink here, YourHorse is getting some predator tanks with a command post. He looks like he wants to tech up super quickly, and you can because you have a blue tip field at your disposal, as well as a Monopoly-of-One here. He's getting scouted out by Gutty's Raider buggy, and he does see that there's a lot of pipples coming out. Fast tech, obviously, a lot of police players are gonna go for fast tech. Oh, I've seen an airfield, and Monopoly-of-One is gonna go for some orcas, so that's gonna be pretty good. Do a little bit of harvester harassment. HavanaClubCola. Looks like he's going for double war factory bikes, so that's going to be pretty good. He's going to go across the map to do some scouting. Some tip spikes have been captured here. Monopoly-One got this tip spike right here. He's got some pit bulls going through the map. We see some predator tanks going here from YourHorse going straight towards HavanaClubCola's base, and I think ClubCola is going to be getting. He has 0 forces here. So that's a big surprise. Radar scan goes up, drops down a lightning spike. RefreshCon to do a little bit of harvester harassment. He has expansion war factor here, which is quite smart. He's going to go straight towards HavanaClubCola's base, and that lightning spike did not last very long. He's got a zone shatter or 2, and he's bringing in a couple of hammerheads. So this attack here is going to get straight away, and obviously Crayon Monopoly-of-One has some hammerheads with AP ammo, and then they're just wrecking HavanaClubCola's base right now. There's a lot of buildings going off here, and we see a mine drop here as well, which is going to drop some mines right on these zone shatters, do a little bit of damage. but HavanaClubCola's allies are just doing a lot of damage, and doing a lot of damage to Havana's base. He is coming back. I mean, he is marked of Kane. No, that's Gutty's marked of Kane. No, that's HavanaClubCola's marked of Kane. He's doing a nice shots there to keep his base alive, and they did a lot of damage to Havana's base because his allies have helped RefreshCon. What are you doing? You're getting some Devour tanks. He's going to go for another drone platform. Is that your first one? Nope. Yep, that's your second one. I remember RefreshCon used to be one of my old buddies. Used to play King's Wrath, so I miss him. Looks like CallmehHawkE is going to go for some more fast Cinder Squads. Just fast tech to tier 3 with his getting some tripods here. Orange, this is Mark. This is Zeke. He's getting some Pitbulls out on the field, and he was getting attacked by CallmehHawkE a little bit there, and it looks like he's just going to expand now. I guess he wasn't going to expand, but they just wanted to get some more tip fuel. It looks like he's a little bit of a mid-card player, if you ask me. He's got a lot of base defenses here, some watchtowers. He needs to get some AP ammo going. Holy cow, 4 fire airfields here from jDubs. So it looks like he's going to be the powerhouse player for this bottom side team. Actually, no, holy cow, look at this. A construction yard push here from Zeke. It looks like he wants to go and straight to RefreshCon's base. But RefreshCon has some Devour tanks, but at the same time, we see some bikes coming in, reinforcing from Gutty, and at the same time, Pitbull's coming in from Monopoly-of-One, doing a lot of damage to those bikes, pushing them away. But RefreshCon is the one that's in trouble here. He has a double he has double drone platform, but he doesn't have any tech. He's at tier 2, not tier 3, but he's forced to sell off that expansion base, which means that Zeke has full reign to take whatever he wants from this green Tiberium field right here. Looks like Gutty is going to go for Redeemer Engineering Facilities. This is second MCV. Yes, it is. Why the hell not? Because second MCV is a hell of a lot better. HavanaClubCola is still at tier 2. He's trying to get more economy going. What are you doing, your horse? You got your tech lab up. You're just getting some Pitbulls on the field. Monopoly-of-One, you've expanded with your MCV. He did not go for a second MCV. He's got his tech lab in a very dangerous position if you wanted to go in, if he's getting attacked by Gutty. But Gutty is trying to get his Redeemer Engineering Facility out. These hammerheads were trying to take it out, but there was way too many laser fields here. If RefreshCon sent a beacon to his ally, I think he's getting attacked by some Firehawks here from jDubs. But these Firehawks are getting absolutely wrecked. And I'm not sure where those Firehawks are going. Looks like jDubs. He has all the Firehawks in the world. He's Zocom, so he has Stratofighters and ceramic armor. So that's going to be pretty powerful. And a tech lab now. Actually, I didn't see that tech lab by Zeke, so he's at tier 3. He's getting some zone troopers out. He's going to go for a Marv, and Marv is a good portion of this huge mass green Tiberium fields in the center of the map here. Gutty is getting some avatars on the map here with some Venoms. And looks like same thing with Monopoly-of-One. He's got his Reclamator hub out too. HavanaClubCola, you're still at tier 2, I think. I don't see it a tech lab. No, there's a tech lab up there. He's got Tipcore missiles for his SAM turrets as well as Gutty. So it looks like we're going to be selling in for a long game. Your horse, you still have your Pitbulls out on the map. I don't see you doing anything else. You got your tech lab out. Lots of stuff here. Lots of Disintegrator squads coming in from Hockey. And this is just to hold off the bottom team's rush for forces. The Orchestra coming in, it's not going to do a whole lot of damage. RefreshCon has got his third drone platform out and just absolutely got wrecked. He is at tier 3. He's got a Warp Chasm out, but I don't see a Hexapod out just yet. But he's going to go for some screen attack. And a good thing here from Zeke, he has some Juggernauts here with a Quad Zone Rail Marv. So that's going to be pretty powerful against what RefreshCon has. Not to mention he has a Juggernaut here. And a Recommender hub out now from jDubs. He wants his Marv out, but these Juggernauts are in a very bad position, and RefreshCon is just going to take them all out. He even throws down the drone support power to finish off those Juggernaut husks. But the problem is Zeke can just build a couple of engineers and just reclaim those husks easily. Redeemer out now from Gutty. He moved his drone platform a little bit more forward, and I think I just saw Spectres. Yep, they're getting in some Spectres now, but Gutty is going to be using his Redeemer's Rage Generator, which causes them to go into rage, and Monopoly-of-One does lose one of his Juggernauts, but now he's going to be attacking that MCV, which is in a very vulnerable position. And here come the Firehawks now from jDubs. They're going to be attacking that construction yard, and that's going to be GG for that construction yard. Oh no, he didn't finish it off. What happened? I guess he was low on ammo. I'm not too sure, but here comes a bike attack now coming in from Gutty, doing a little bit of harvester harassment on Monopoly-of-One. We see a ion cannon coming in from jDubs. I'm not sure where it is. If I double click on it, there it is. It's in the base of Zeke, so it's going to be relatively safe. Hockey, what are you doing? You've got a couple tripods. He's spanning a eradicated hexapod. It's got some shock troopers in it. I'm assuming he has a mastermind or prodigy because he's Traveler 59. Drone ship right here from RefreshCon. He's got 2 drone platforms, so he's going to be going in. He has a hexapod on the field, and somebody's Marv is out. I'm not sure who it is. It's Zeke's. It's Zeke's Marv. I think he might have lost his Marv. I'm not sure how or why. But jDubs has his Marv out too. The base is being under attack now. Zeke's main base is under attack by the hexapod and the tripod from Hockey. And there's not a whole lot of stuff to defend. There's a couple of juggernauts here, and it looks like the hexapod does take a lot of damage. But I'm not sure if Hockey has a mastermind. He does have a mastermind out now, so he can teleport that back into if we want. We can. We see some infantry forces here coming from jDubs, and he's going to be attacking the base of Hockey. And we see there's a lot of skirmish across the map here. Gutty's attacking Monopoly-of-One. The Callus taking out a refinery. Oh, we see a Tiberium Nation. It's going to do a lot of damage. That was from Gutty or HavanaClubCola, one of the two, because they're both nods, and does a lot of damage to that base right there. We go back up here. We see that shock artillery coming in. We see orbital bombardment coming in. We see a hexapod coming in from RefreshCon, and there's just a lot of forces going down here. We see there's a lot of corruptors here that's just to keep the prodigy safe. I guess Hockey was trying to amp that Marv, but RefreshCon managed to save him, and they're just base creeping to the map here. We see a station shield coming in. That's force coming in. Oh, we see all those Firehawks from jDubs are just taking out the drone platform from RefreshCon, so he's now back to 1 again. But RefreshCon is in a lot of trouble. His base is nowhere to be seen because that's twice now the second expansion was taken out by jDubs and Zeke. Back over here, we see Monopoly-of-One is doing a little bit of damage. A couple of Venoms are taking out all of his zone troopers, which they do have the power packs, so that's quite good. And these Venoms are going to be veteran up now. The AA batteries don't have the tungsten right now, but they're taking out all these zone troopers, which is very bad. And Gutty manages to stable himself, but now Monopoly-of-One is in a little bit of trouble. He has 2 Mars at his disposal, one of his own and one is YourHorse's, with the Shockwave Artillery Space Command uplink. I'm not sure how many harvesters he has on this field because, well, he have a ton of it. Look at all these harvesters that YourHorse has. That's quite a bit. Tib Asteroid coming in, Overlord's Wrath, and I'm not sure what that was for. I think that was probably your RefreshCon that did that. The Marv is under attack now. It's completely defenseless from jDubs, and he was doing a little bit of destroying a couple of secret tanks for the cause. Back here we see, oh, that's a lot of corruptors here from Hockey. He has a devastated warship as well, and Zeke is in a little bit of trouble on his main base. He's trying to protect the ion cannon there. Would have been better to place it over here where it was a lot safer, but apparently he did not. He sold off a couple of his airfields if he wanted to do anything in that. Those Firehawks have destroyed that drone platform now, and he doesn't have a gravity stabilizer. Oh no, he does, so that's good. So you can replace his drone platform if you wanted to before that Zeke or jDubs can destroy that gravity stabilizer. These slingshots now with the tungsten destroy the devastated warship, and now the hexapod has been destroyed. What the hell happened? It got amped and it wasn't able, and you can't teleport it because it was an exploit, and all of these forces are just going to be wasted there. So that was a good job there by Zeke to hold off that entire force, and just going to keep amping those corruptors, which managed to destroy them. Back over here, Gutty and HavanaClubCola are just base creeping towards the base of YourHorse and Monopoly-of-One, which are taking massive amounts of Spectre fire, and they're just insane amount of damage. The Marv is definitely going to go down. It has 4 Zone Raiders inside that Marv, but unfortunately has no repair pods. But now Gutty's pushing in with his avatars, and we see a nice sonic emitter shot. He's trying to build a block placement of the airfield, which is quite smart, but you need a lot of build queues in order to do that. Looks like HavanaClubCola is moving his MCV closer and closer to the base here, and looks like Monopoly-of-One might lose his footing on his expansion. I can't imagine him doing anything else. We see some sniper teams. Oh my god, he can use the spot bombard. That can be pretty powerful. The sniper teams with a shock bombard can be very, very powerful, and I think it's just a vision. If you could take out that gravity stabilizer, then CallmehHawkE will lose his footing in this game. And now the Juggernauts now are just going to be firing on those gravity stabilizer, and will take it out before the drone platform comes in, and he can't get it. The drone platform on just in the nick of time. Gutty's using his Redeemer to destroy some harvesters. There's a lot of hammerheads here. Those are all from jDubs, I'm assuming, because they're all green. We see some buggies coming in. The Mammoth Tank is coming in as well, and doing a little bit of harvester harassment. There's a lot of action on the field, on the map right here. Gutty's Redeemer is almost dead. Back over here, we see Zeke's pushing into Hawke's base, and Hawke's going to be teleporting back in his Eradicator Hexapod. The ion cannon is down to 1:16, so it's going to be pretty powerful now. And another Emp's coming in. Oh, we see area mind controls the Juggernauts, and the Juggernauts are sacked up. Oh no, they could destroy all the Juggernauts. Oh, that was a nice area mind control there. And then just going to be bringing in his Disintegrator squads. Will take out the rest of the Juggernauts. So that was pretty good. And then the Grenadiers with the composite armor and the Imp grenades are going to be finished off there. So on the map here, we see that the combination of jDubs and Zeke are just taking control of the center of the map here. And they need to help out his ally, YourHorse and Monopoly-of-One. They managed to push them back just a little bit, but it's vanilla Nod is pretty hard to defend, especially since when you have disruption towers at your disposal. And another MCV coming in. We see the bombard from the Firehawks are doing a minus amount of damage. One of them is a veteran, and the other ones are out on the deck somewhere. So jDubs is doing an amazing amount of damage. One gets the teleported Hexapod from RefreshCon. This is going to be going into the base. Expansion of Zeke, but he gets teleported back again. So a little bit of damage there from RefreshCon. He's going for some planetary assault carries. He's got 3 of them already, but unfortunately he doesn't have the harvesters necessary or resources necessary to keep this up. I mean, he has to have a critical mass of them in order to make this work. And here comes the Hammerhead squads coming in, doing a little bit of damage. So here comes the Ion Cannon, and the Ion Cannon is going to be fired on this Spectre Artillery Force, which could do a lot of damage. Boom! Wow, that was a good shot there, taking out a lot of the Spectre Artillery. So that was a good shot there by jDubs. Surprised nobody else has their super weapons out just yet. This base right here is going to be pretty hard to crack from HavanaClubCola and Gutty, and they're still on cash a little bit. The Marv is under attack now from RefreshCon. He's bringing in 4 of his planetary assault carriers, but they don't have any generated force fields, so that could cause a little bit of damage. But at the same time, since HavanaClubCola, not HavanaClubCola, but here comes, oh yeah, here's some Station Shield, locks on that Marv. We see that these Juggernauts are not under control now of CallmehHawkE, and Bridge is going to get emped again by those Grenadier squads, and another emp on that Hexapod. So jDubs needs to bring in his Firehawks, and Zeke needs to bring in his slingshots to take out all these planetary assault carriers. Actually, now that I think of it, there's actually 4, there's 6 of them. So this could do a lot of damage, but at the same time, I mean, there's slingshots here with the Tungsten AA, which does a ton of damage, and then jDubs has his drone platform, or Firehawks, and now all those Hammerheads just got absolutely massacred by those Venoms there from Gutty, and now Gutty's moving into his MCV. Monopoly-of-One is doing a great job of defending off this base right here. He could manage to take out that construction if he's lucky, and I think he will probably do so because he's force firing with his Juggernauts, and I think Gutty may have overstepped his boundaries just a little too much. Orchestrate coming in, that's destroy the turrets there, and he will lose one of his MCVs. Is that his main one? Yeah, that's the second one because he was base creeping with it. RefreshCon somehow managed to get all the way on this side of the map here, but he teleported his Hexapod away before it got emped, so that was quite nice. More Hammerheads coming in from jDubs. A lot of them have the Zone Troopers in, and they're just going to be wrecking all those Corruptors, and now they're just going to be focusing on the Gunwalkers now, and Hexapod is going to get emped, but it's also going to get phased. This Hammerhead force right here could just stay and just take out that Marv or that Hexapod if it gets lucky. But now this planetary assault carriers are just absolutely decimated jDubs and Zeke's entire base. So that was actually quite good by RefreshCon. What's happening over here? Another MCV out. There's a lot of power plants on the map here for YourHorse. So he's just hanging out here. He's got a crane for a second build order. His Marv is under attack now by Gutty's Spectre Artillery, or is that well? It's a combination of both HavanaClubColas and Gutty's. So now these Firehawks are coming in. They do a lot of damage to those planetary assault carriers. I think that was the last of them that RefreshCon had. So that kind of sucks. 4 minutes on the shot for Ion Cannon for jDubs. And we see a heroic slingshot, so that's going to be very powerful. So no aircraft is going to be anywhere for the topside team because with the slingshots with Tungsten AA, and they're all, oh my god, we see a Warpole support power coming in from RefreshCon, and this is going to do a ton of damage. This entire base is defenseless, and RefreshCon is just on free reign to take out whatever he wants. He took out a support power. It's basically like in a couple of power plants, but here comes the Hammerhead's force, and the Hammerhead's gonna be focusing on the Reg Hexapod, but then you're just gonna teleport away. Oh my God, how close was that? All those corruptors. Oh, that was really close. So he didn't do a ton of damage, but he did enough damage. Destroys a space command uplink for a wormhole. That's quite good. A lot of disintegrator squads coming up from CallmehHawkE, and this entire base is completely defenseless. So if you wanted to throw down a support power or a super weapon on that there, and we see all those hammerheads are just destroying all the Spectre artillery. So gutting HavanaClubCola lost all their Spectres, and we see a look. What's this? This is a shockwave artillery. It's going to lock down that Marv. So if the bottom team is lucky, they can take out the Redeemer in a couple seconds that it's on amp. But unfortunately, he doesn't have any of them necessary. He doesn't have any forces, and another disruption tower has been placed up by Gutty, which means it's going to be cloaked again. And now we see that YourHorse to bring in his Marv to... oh, it's got phased. Here come the Firehawks now, and the Firehawks are going to take out what? Oh, no. He got super lucky. He was trying to find that Redeemer, trying to take it out, but he just barely got away with all those Firehawks. That was super lucky. If you're just shooting at Tiberium, there's a lot of upgraded rocket squads here. I guess YourHorse was doing a lot of damage there. We see lots of forces here coming in from CallmehHawkE, and he's going to finish off that Marv. That's going to be destroyed. But sniper teams are going to be also coming in, destroying a little bit of the disintegrator squads. But the Hexapod is destroyed, which means that he can build another Hexapod if he wanted to. Hockey can. And Zeke is lost his foot in this game. He has a rig here to just defend and keep the Juggernauts healthy. But that was a failed attack here. RefreshCon is going to be teleporting in his Hexapod. And here comes a Prodigy now as well. So the Prodigy actually could get... Oh, it gets destroyed before it gets teleported away. That sucks. That sucks for CallmehHawkE. And now he's forced to phase away. That was... CallmehHawkE lost his Hexapod, lost his Mastermind, but he can replace it. He just cannot lose these Stasis Chamber and the Technology Assembler. So now jDubs is he has to think of something. He has to use his Firehawks to a full extent, and I think attacking Gutty's and HavanaClubCola's base is what he has to do. He has a minute and 17 left on his ion cannon, so he has to choose wisely as to where he is going to fire it. He could probably fire it here if he wanted to. That's why he throws down the radar scan. And stealth tanks coming in. Stealth tanks. These are HavanaClubColas, and they're just doing a ton of harvester harassments. So that's what he was doing this entire time. And these harvesters are all going to be destroyed. If yeah, this is not good for Monopoly-of-One, and all these harvesters are just going to get absolutely decimated. That is not good. Bloodhounds are dropping in. Some zone raiders are coming in. They do take out HavanaClubCola's second MCV. That's not good. So that's pretty good from jDubs, and I think jDubs is probably going to be, he has his work cut off for him. Tim Vindendish is coming in. I'm not sure where it was. Oh, right there. That was nice. Nice there. And it didn't do a lot of damage because Zone Raiders are immune to anything Tiberium Crystal-like. So it did do a lot of damage. And here comes the second Hexapod now from CallmehHawkE. And here comes the Firehawks. They do take out one of the Disruption Towers, which doesn't reveal the base because there's another one here. So that kind of sucks. Another Firehawk. Oh, those are YourHorse's Firehawks. Oh no, here come the stealth tanks. The stealth tanks are going to be coming in. And they do take out, and the Callus is coming in. Oh, what was that? Oh, he revealed this, all the stealth tanks, and the hammerheads took him out. That was 100% luck. And now the ion cannon is going to be fired. Where is it going to be firing? It's going to be firing right here. I missed the annotation. I'm sorry, but it's going to be destroyed. And there's a good chunk of Gutty's and HavanaClubCola's base. Expansion is going to get destroyed. So that kind of sucks. Back here we see the Hexapod is elite now for RefreshCon. He's trying to squash the Juggernauts. So he could definitely do some damage to his Zeke's base. Zeke doesn't have very many forces left, and there's not a whole lot of Tiberium left on this field. So yeah, this could be pretty bad for Zeke. I mean, he could defend this if he wanted to, but he's just feeding this Redigator Hexapod for a RefreshCon, and once that goes heroic, it's going to be pretty hard to stop. So yeah, but it does get emped, and you can't. It's probably going to get phased if possible. You're just going to keep Zeke's can keep building grenadier squads with the imp grenades, but unfortunately there's these corruptors camping out the barracks right here. Throws down the shockwave artillery on both these eradicator hexapods. That's going to be pretty good. And oh no, here comes the hammerheads, and the hammerheads are going to be coming in. Both of them get phased, so that kind of sucks. And they're just going to get back to base. The mastermind from RefreshCon is sitting in the backside of the base. We see bikes and buggies, so Gutty's going to go back to basics because he knows that Monopoly-of-One is hurting from all those stealth tanks that took out all his harvesters. And now here coming in, the attack bikes are going to be taking out Monopoly-One's force. But here come the hammerheads now, the savior hammerheads, and they're just going to be raining down a hellfire on those bikes and buggies from Gutty. And these hammerheads, there's a couple of the Zord Raiders are actually heroic, so they're just doing a ton of damage. And as long as jDubs can keep these alive, and they don't stack up like that, he'll be golden. Templar Wormhole coming in as well, and then the hexapod's gonna get teleported back just for repairs. Zeke is focused. Oh, we see the Prodigy captured and sold the Recommender hub, so no more Marv if he loses it. More stealth tanks are coming in, and I think YourHorse used a radar scan, so he does know that there's going to be more stealth tanks on the field. He's coming in with his Firehawks, and he does take out a refinery, which is quite good. So that's for YourHorse. HavanaClubCola and Gutty are going to lose one of his airfield, which is for the orbital bombardment. He should have saved that for something. But oh, those vertical bombers took out the Firehawks on the deck, and I think that was a good pickup there. There's zero anti-air here, which is quite surprising. But now since that are those purple or those red? Looks like they're purple. Yeah, so those are HavanaClubCola's base. He lost his air tower, but he needs to go back to base he needs to build another air tower for repairs for his vertical bombers because they're just yeah, there it is. So they're just going to be going back up there. Back up here, we see RefreshCon. He's bringing back his renegade hexapod. He has an extractor on this field right here, doing a little bit of harvest some more Tiberium field. Zeke has got his Marv here, and he has a Emp Grenadier squad here. So this could be for an Emp, and it's going to be for an Emp. And the build match to get out the Tiberium asteroid coming in as well for more Tiberium. The Zorka gets destroyed. The Corruptors in the back are just going to be repairing up that hexapod. And we'll see what happens with this whole base. It's going to be teleported back into here, and is going to take out those. It's going to take out those veteran slingers. But unfortunately, Zeke has the imp grenades available to him, and they're just going to get emped. And this is a perfect opportunity for him to bring back his hammerheads. And he needs to be careful. He needs to amp that away. He's going to teleport away. Is he going to teleport away? No, he can't. Oh no! RefreshCon lost his hexapod. And now the hexapod now from Hockey's going to get destroyed. These hammerheads have been the savior for jDubs and his team all game. Now he needs to help him out his ally because Monopoly-of-One is in deep trouble. So jDubs has to figure out something to help save his ally because this whole bottom half here has been completely mined out. Throws down a radar scan, and here comes a shockwave artillery. So that's going to emp those avatars, and I think jDubs is going to bring in his hammerheads again. He should go for more hammerheads and whatnot because this could be pretty powerful for him. And he's going to be throwing down all of these forces, and then just going to keep getting vet up. All those avatars just got destroyed. Got to watch out for those SAM turrets. The stealth tanks need to get out and about. They need to do some harvester harassment very quickly. Either that or just get into the base of jDubs and take out all of these hammerheads. Zeke meanwhile is not doing a lot right now. He lost his Marv, so that kind of sucks. He has a couple of Juggernauts scattered across the map, and this could be the possibility that he needs something else. Like he needs to do something else because RefreshCon is just going to get another one of his hexapods out right now. Same thing with Hockey. We see the Redeemer's going to get emp shotted there. Oh, there's the Marv there by it gets emp though, which kind of sucks. Another shockwave artillery coming in, and looks like Zeke might lose his Marv, but here, nice placement of the orbital bombardment will take out all those bikes, and will probably save the Marv for Zeke, which is quite good because then you can use it as a harvester. And that was really close. That was really close there by. He even has a beacon on it. Oh, that's very smart. He used one of the beacons off the vertigo so that it can't, so it can, he can see. That was very good. And in the last 2 minutes, if you didn't know that. Railgun Pred tanks are coming into the base. Expansion of HavanaClubCola. They're trying to destroy the disruption tower so they can see inside the base. Oh, there's going to see some stealth tanks here, but they can't see the stealth tanks, which sucks. Zone Trooper coming in as well. So yeah, a little bit of a Predator tank force from Monopoly-of-One. And yeah, it's too bad they can't see these stealth tanks. I almost forgot that HavanaClubCola is playing Mark Kane. He didn't build a Redeemer, which is quite surprising. But these Predator tanks have done their duty, and now they're just going to be revealing HavanaClubCola's force here. They need to take out the SAM turret, and they need to take out the construction yard for it to be possible. And there's just a lot of beacons coming in right here, and the stealth tanks, they need to do something. They need to do something. And they need to take out those Predator tanks, and they're going to see inside the base. The hexapod's going to be attacking this base right here, and it's doing a little bit of harvester harassment as well, taking out all the harvesters from Zeke. Vertigo bombers are going to be coming in. They're trying to take out that Marv, which is a veteran Marv now, and there's just a lot of action coming in. Oh, what's happening up there? Oh, there was a Prodigy out there, and we see they're trying to take out that ion cannon. Ion cannon is firing. Where's it going to fire? It's firing up here. Oh, it's going to take out the Vertigos. Oh, it took out the Vertigos. Yeah. Oh, no. It couldn't have been timed perfectly for jDubs. That was magnificent and took out a good chunk of HavanaClubCola's base. That's very good. And here come that stacking is pretty bad. Here come the Pitbulls here from YourHorse, and they have the mortars. So that's gonna be pretty good. They need to take out the infantry so that he can go into the main base of HavanaClubCola's base and do a lot of attacking. But jDubs is just putting more Zone Raiders inside the Hammerheads because he desperately needs to. These Hammerheads are YourHorses. He's been pretty quiet lately. He has a Marv. Does he have lost his Marv? I think he did. I don't see it anywhere. But he has a lot of power here, and he's just been poking and prodding HavanaClubCola's main base lately, while jDubs does the rest. Yeah, the only thing he has is oh, that's why. Yeah, he has an Orca, and I think he dropped down one of those Centropods on that hexapod, so we can see inside the base of it. And what's happening around here? We see these stealth tanks. They need to get out. HavanaClubCola needs to get these stealth tanks out. They need to do some damage like right now because they've just been sitting inside the base doing absolutely nothing, and they just keep getting beaconed because. Oh no, here comes the Hammerheads now from jDubs, and it's going to take out another hexapod. It gets emped, and it gets phased. So that's going to be thwarted that assault. But now HavanaClubCola's base is being under attack now by these Pitbulls here from Monopoly-of-One. And these Buggy Force from Gutty is just going to be completely taken out. These Drone Troopers doing a ton of damage. Here come the stealth tanks, finally doing some damage with those stealth tanks. So that's worth that assault. But now these stealth tanks need to do some damage like right now, and they can't reveal themselves. They can't reveal themselves. They have to be careful. They have to go and hold fire stance. But there's Pitbulls here, and the Pitbulls are just going to be revealing them. Here comes the sonic shot. It takes out one of the stealth tanks. So now they're just doing the harvester harassment. Now this should have been done a while ago. And here comes the radar scan. Takes out the stealth tanks. That's the end of that. Gutty's moving in with his Buggy Force, drops on a minefield for that Marv. The Marv is almost heroic. Here come the orbital bombardment coming in now and doing a little bit of damage, and the shockwave artillery as well. And here come the Hammerheads. So that force there managed to save it. Temporal Wormhole coming in from Cocky. So it just saves that Marv yet again. Oh no! What happened? Oh, what? Was it the Rage Generator? But jDubs just destroyed his allies' Marv. What? Oh, that should not have happened. But here comes the Eradicated Hexapod from a RefreshCon into the backside of jDubs' base. jDubs has a lot of stuff here. He's forced to sell off some Recommender Hub. And he went through that portal again. He went through that wormhole again. He lost his Recommender Hub and his Space Command Uplink. So that kind of sucks. He still has his ion cannon. This base here is still considered menacing for Gutty and HavanaClubCola. And the game has slowed down just a little bit, and there's not a whole lot of action here. These slingshots are still alive here. Another Recommender Hub has been placed up there by Zeke, but he's still trying to get the hexapod, and I think the beacon's been placed down now. He will need to take out this hexapod eventually. He needs to emp it, and then his the hammerheads need to destroy it from jDubs. The tripod's coming in as well, and these juggernauts are in a pretty good location. It's kind of cool how two of them don't have this racing skin, and then two of them do. That's kind of funny. I don't know how that works. But this tripod will go down, and here come the hammerhead force. They need to be destroying that redeemer. That the hexapod gets teleported away. That's always annoying. And nothing too much happening across the map here. This base is still considered menacing, and it's Gutty's building bikes and buggies from his force right here. It's the Firehawks are trying to take out that construction yard, which is still there. I think Sol and Cash, yeah, the harvesting on this field is getting quite grim, and all 8 of these players need to realize that, need to get some more Tiberium going. jDubs' Marv has 3 Zone Raiders in it and a repair pod. Focusing on that Redeemer there from Gutty. I haven't seen Gutty use his Redeemer too much. Well, I guess he can't because there's hammerheads that's right there. And jDubs is going to be starting kiting his hammerheads. Need to be careful that there's a SAM turret there with the Tibcore missiles and doing a little bit of damage to those refineries. He's building another hexapod. Did he lose his hexapod? I think he did, because he's when the hexapod has a circle like that, which means he's building another one. So yeah, I guess he did lose his hexapod. I'm not sure how he did that, but oh no, Gutty lost his Redeemer, and that Marv is still safe from jDubs. These hammerheads need to get back to base for repairs. Monopoly-of-One has done a great job refocusing and getting back in his base. He's got some pred tanks with railguns and some rocket squads with composite armor for defense. At the same time, YourHorse has been focusing on getting these Firehawks and doing a little bit of damage to HavanaClubCola, which he's building up another MCV. He's got 3 MCVs, so I hope he has the money for it, because he needs to do something. I think he's going to be attacking jDubs' YourHorse's base, HavanaClubCola, and he's bringing in stealth tanks with the Redeemer, so that's going to be pretty good. I think this is going to be... it's a good thing he can't... this whole place is like rocky. It's like uneven, so he can't place a MCV here, which would be too OP anyway. The Radical Hexapod has been... oh! Snipe! Nice snipe there on that Prodigy, and throws down a shock of artillery, which means that jDubs can bring in his air armada and destroy RefreshCon's hexapod. It gets phased, so that's the end of that. Here comes the stealth tanks and the construction of HavanaClubCola is placing down all his SAM turrets and whatnot. The Firehawks are going to be taking out his construction, and they do. That was a failed attack, and the on-cannon is about to be fired up again. I'm not sure where he's going to fire it this time. Where is he going to fire it? Oh, looks like it's a nice attack here. I think he should fire it here, and it does. Oh, this is like 4 times now, and will he get a big kaboom? Boom! So it destroys a good chunk of Gutties and force here, and looks like Monopoly-of-One's going to make that count. He's bringing in his pred tanks here. He's going back to basics. He's going to be finishing off the rest of this expansion base. And this is going to be pretty powerful. Monopoly-of-One went from like losing his entire base to have a nice attack here and finishing off the rest of Gutty's expansion base, and need to take out the destruction tower before something else happens. But I think he's just moving away because something else is going to happen. Oh, it's a Tib. It's mines. So that's what that was. That was a good. That was a great attack there by Monopoly-of-One, and he's getting more Firehawks from YourHorse. He's still under attack there by that Redeemer. I'm not sure what happened to jDubs' hammerheads. He's still building hammerheads with that airfield, but RefreshCon is just be crushing all of these hexapods, and Hockey is beaking to his ally saying that this is going to be happening. And I think jDubs needs to help out his ally, but he teleported back to base for repairs because something would have happened. But now Zeke needs to get these husks back, and they're going to get it repaired up. That Redeemer is oh, here comes the Tiberium Edition. That's going to destroy all of these forces. That's the end of that. Well, a couple of them might survive, actually. Oh, if he's lucky, he can take out the Redeemer, and they do. Good job there. These hammerheads are still going to be flying around the map. And the game has pretty slowed down. The top team has been pushed away now, which means Monopoly-of-One is free reign to harvest his field happily, and call upon his allies to help destroy the rest of the force here. And they do, and that was a waste of a bomb. They should be focusing on the refinery. But these hammerheads now are just doing a little bit of damage. They do take out one of the hammerheads as well, or the AA batteries. But jDubs, I think he's overstepped his boundaries a little bit too much. He did not see these two exopods here, but he needs to save his Mar, but I don't think he will. He lost it, so that kind of sucks for him. But now there's quad zone rare rail Marv coming in from Zeke, so he could be pushing into that base right there. I'm surprised CallmehHawkE he's spent the entire game, almost the entire game, without a drone platform, and he's still inside this game. And the other team, and the team does not. He survived this long without a drone platform. That's amazing. RefreshCon's hexapod gets emped, so he will just start to take out the damage. He will get phased, duh. And he's just going to be crushing those juggernauts. And one gets he gets mind controlled, but then the sniper teams finish off the prodigy, so that kind of sucks for him. And looks like it's another elite hexapod, so that's pretty good. So let's see what Monopoly-of-One's doing. He's just getting his predator tanks back in order, and getting more economy going, as well as YourHorse and Zeke as well. Not too much for jDubs. I mean, he's using his hammerheads to his full extent, which is exactly what you need. HavanaClubCola is still establishing himself inside that base. Gutty, I think Gutty is the one that's hurting a little bit. I mean, he lost a good chunk of his base because of the ion cannon, which, by the way, is down to 3 minutes and 20 seconds. So now Zeke is pushing into the expansion base right here. They're doing a little bit of damage, destroying as many buildings as possibly can. Throws down the Emp, and here comes the hammerheads. But they need to watch out; they don't get too much damage. The corruptors are still trying to repair it, and throws on the phase field. Obviously, here comes an Orca Strike and takes out one of the corruptors. Not too much though. Zeke Marv is pushing into the expansion base right here, and I think RefreshCon might have to put down his drone platform. He needs to place down more base defenses for his drone platform, and he will do so. A lot of these plasma missile batteries will do a lot of damage against those hammerheads. And we see a construction yard coming in now from YourHorse. Is this the second one? Yep, his second one. So then now it's the bottom team's turn for a base push, and this could be pretty bad for Gutty. I'm not sure how he can hold off this assault. He has radar buggies coming in. We do see a shock of artillery coming in from somewhere. Yeah, I think that was from here. I think he got amped for some reason, because that was an accident. That was accidental shock of artillery. He was probably shock artillerying that to hexapod. But another prodigy coming in as well. He needs to keep that out of range of the sniper teams from Zeke, otherwise you're just going to get killed again. That construction yard now is probably going to be destroyed. Here comes the bikes and buggies, and that's exactly what he needs to do. He needs to take out the MCV before something else happens. Throws down a sonic emitter, but it's low on power, and does a nice chunk of damage there. That was a good job there, and the MCV will survive. The Redeemer's in the middle of nowhere. It will get destroyed, and building block placement of that airfield by YourHorse. So that's pretty smart. And now it's going to be the jDubs' turn to bring in his hammerheads, and Monopoly-of-One to bring in his railgun predator tanks, and they're just doing a ton of damage to Gutty's forward expansion. So now he's going to focus on this war factory and the construction yard. He throws down a construction yard just in the nick of time, but a radar scan comes in and we'll finish off that MCV and that war factory. And these railgun predator tanks are just doing a ton of damage. They're going to be coming in. They're going to focus down the Spectre artillery, and these MQL buggies are going to be coming in, amping in the predator tanks. But here come the hammerheads, and there's not a whole lot of anti-air here. And nice kiting there by jDubs to destroy all those bikes. But Station Shield comes in and gets a bunch of those predator tanks inside the stasis. Here comes the Redeemer now, and what's happening up there? We see the pit bulls with the mortars doing a little bit of damage, but there's a obelisk of light there. And here comes a shock artillery coming in, and jDubs is going to use this opportunity to take care of the rest of Gutty's forward expansion, which means there is no more expansion here from Gutty. which means he will be able to take out this forward base, and that's the end of that. All that remains is just that one hand of Nod, but in the doing so, excuse me, jDubs lost a lot of his hammerheads, and he needs to build up a lot more than that. Shock artillery, open up bombardment, Emp, and corruptors on this hexapod right here, but jDubs does not have the hammerheads. But look at this has. He has a lot of juggernauts here. But here comes the hexapod, and oh, I just missed the ion cannon. That was bad. I missed it. But I was focusing on this right here, and here comes the phased hexapod. It did get phased, and it did get emped. So now it's only a matter of time before this Marv gets this Redeemer get. He needs to keep emptying this. Keep emptying this. We see that there's something there. I'm not sure what happened. Oh, that was a cloaking field. That was a cloaking field. And here comes another shockwave artillery. It's going to be from a Monopoly-of-One, and we'll emp that Redeemer, and we'll emp that hexapod. Here comes the couple of hammerheads, and that phase should wear off immediately, which means that these Juggernauts will have free reign in destroying that hexapod when it gets out of phase, if it ever gets out of phase. It's pretty close, though. Another Grenadier squad is going to be emping that hexapod. And it's so close. The phase should wear off in any second now. I'm just waiting for that ways to fire off. More Grenadier squads are going to be coming in, and Zeke has done a great job of emping a lot of these forests right here. Is something happening over here? Oh, Sniper Team gets the Mastermind, so he can't emp that away. He can't teleport that away. And oh, that was bad. RefreshCon needs another. There's a Sniper Team inside that building right there. So that's what happened. And that phase is still on. Phase is finally wear off, and here comes the emp, and here comes the destruction of that second elite hexapod that's going to get destroyed. And both of the hexapods are going to go down from RefreshCon and CallmehHawkE. So that's not very good. YourHorse is taking the opportunity to do something, take a more tip. And finally, the second nuclear missile silo has been placed. That is a real one, not a fake one, because he's Dr. Kane and not Blackhand. So what's going to happen now? That, yeah, that's pretty good. And Monopoly-of-One is bringing in his MCV. That his first one? Yeah, it is his first one. So it's his first MCV. He's bringing it here closer so he can go for another base race and another base push. And as see the sniper teams, one of them is elite. Elite sniper teams, and they're taking all these cultists. That's very good. Zeke is doing really good right now. And that drone platform is almost dead. That Marv should be able to take it out. And they do. It's an elite Marv. Very good. Oh no, there's a drone platform there. Or not drone platform, but Prodigy. And I think CallmehHawkE has been defeated because he can't, yeah, he's done with that. Once he lost the drone platform. And I think Gutty has also been defeated as well. So now it's HavanaClubCola that is all that remains. And HavanaClubCola has been defeated, and I think RefreshCon will also be defeated as well. Heroic Marv! That's going to be hard to stop. Another hexapod. I think RefreshCon is not. Yeah, RefreshCon is not calling it quits. He wants to fight this. He wants to fight a 1v4. How is he going to do this? Nice shot there. He's force firing on the ground to take out both. 2 for 1. That was pretty good there. These Juggernauts now are going to be firing on those base defenses. And here comes a Divination. Does a little bit of damage, not too much. But here comes a wormhole support power, and it's going to be just getting absolutely massacred. These sacred tanks are just going to get destroyed. The hexapod teleports away to avoid that emp shot. And I wonder if he has another mastermind, because he can just teleport it back to base. But he's just attacking the base of Monopoly-of-One, doing limited damage from behind. He's bringing in his Railgun Predator tanks, and the Redeemer and the Hammerheads now are becoming in. He throws down the drone support power to keep his hexapod alive a little bit longer. But yeah, they need to bring in. He has a lot of Predator tanks. He's bringing in, and it's cloaked. So you throw down the cloaking field on it, so you can't see it. Now we can see it because he's in scan. And RefreshCon is definitely going to lose another one of his hexapods, which kind of sucked. No, he phased it. Okay, never mind. That Heroic Marv is going to be going into the old base of Hockey, and just going to finish off that that hexapod, and he throws down another shock of artillery, which will empt that hexapod and will destroy it. That's going to be pretty good there, and this whole base is just definitely going to be destroyed. No question about that. His juggernauts now are doing a lot of damage. He's definitely going to go for his main base right now, and this base here will fall soon after. jDubs has the Firehawks inside that other airfield right now. I'm not sure if that's the hexapod is going right through the base, and it's probably going to get destroyed. It's inside the phase right now, but it's cloaked, so he needs to throw out another scan. And I wonder if he's going to do that. The rifleman squad detects stealth a little bit, but you have to get really close to them. And there it is, destroys the other hexapod. These juggernauts now from Zeke are pushing into the main base of RefreshCon, and I'm surprised he's fighting this. He's trying to fight this, but it's kind of hard for him to do that. And that heroic Marb finish off the rest of that old base, and now they're using the juggernauts to finish off the rest of this. There's a beak coming here. I'm not sure what it is. It's Tin Vapor Bomb. It completely misses, and here comes the scan, and they're going to focus on that disruption tower. And now the drone platform is next to go. It will be a couple seconds before he gets to it, and then he's bringing in all the sniper teams into grenadier squads. And that's the end of that drone platform. He's trying to build and sell for that Mark of Kane Awakened squad now, but it gets instantly sniped by those sniper teams. That harvester is getting bombarded by grenadiers, which is kind of funny. Monopoly-of-One is just ready for an attack. Your horse is using his pit bulls to destroy the rest of this space where the HavanaClubCola's old base, and he does need to take out that hand of knob before it fires. But that on cannon is almost ready for an attack, ready for another attack. And these grenadiers, a lot of people don't know this, but grenadiers do a decent amount of damage to buildings. They're not like flame tanks, but they're a lot better. They're not flame tanks, but they're a lot better at infantry. And Monopoly-of-One using his railgun predator tanks, but one of them is elite actually, will finish off the rest of this space right here. He throws on a scan. Orbital bombardment will finish off the rest of that power plant. And that tech lab will also be destroyed just in case if RefreshCon was building a Redeemer. And he's going to destroy that chemical plant. Next up is the operations center, just destroying whatever he can. Leaves his forces on aggressive stance. Here comes the ion cannon again, and we'll definitely destroy that secret shrine. We'll do a little bit of damage to that refinery or destroy it, and he's destroyed his own orca strikes in the process. So yeah, this is I think they're just making a fight. RefreshCon is making the bottom team fight for it. Finishing off the rest of these structures right here, finishing off the rest of those structures right there, finishing off the rest of those structures right here, calling in the Zone Trooper drop pod, and but the buzzer squads will take care of that, but not before the sniper team. I'm not sure if the sniper team is heroic. I don't see the veteran sniper team. I'm not sure what happened to it. And if RefreshCon has finally been defeated. Oh, that was a long game. 40 minutes? 52 minutes? Really? Wow, that's a long time. Okay, so skip all that. Units graphed. Structures graphed. Resources graphed. Stats. So team one, who the hell is team one? So team one was Gutty. Team one was Gutty, HavanaClubCola, CallmehHawkE, and RefreshCon had 1,573,693, and team two 1,390,880. So that's what $250,000 more in favor of team one. All right, so there's a game on Tiberium Gardens VIII, I think. My name is Cabal, and I'll see you guys next time.